Hi, this is Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to make a really pretty card. I am using the tree from Winter Woods, and I'm using Merry Christmas from For Unto Us a Child. Well, no, For Unto Us. Getting a little carried away there. Anyway, it's a beautiful card, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Before I do, though, just wanted to tell you about a couple of things that are happening right now. Up until October 30th, I'm taking orders for the Most Wonderful Time Christmas card online class. And I'm going to just give you a really quick sneak peek of these cards. 3 of them are fun folds. This is a standard size, standard card. It's not fun fold. And then here is your 4th one. Beautiful, beautiful cards. They are from the Most Wonderful Time suite. Basically it's packaged paper and all of that. It has stickers and embellishments and lots and lots, I think 48 sheets of designer series paper. As part of this class, you get these 4 designs. You get to make 5 of each one of the cards, and you get an entire package of the Most Wonderful Time paper. As I said, 48 pieces of designer series paper. There's also some foil paper, and then stickers and embellishments, and 2 spools of ribbon. So let me know by October 30th if you'd like to be a part of this class. I send you all of the cut cardstock, all of the stuff I just mentioned, as well as a PDF instructions and a recording, a video of how to put these together. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is the designer series paper sale that Stampin' Up! Is hosting right now. They are hosting, I think it's 15 different papers, and if you go to my October 1st blog on mypaperconnection.com, you will see all of the papers that live and up close, well, maybe not live, but up close, all the 15 different papers that are on sale for 15% off. The great thing about it is, if you purchase any of these papers from me during the month of October, then I am also hosting a special in that if you purchase those 3, then you'll get a 4th pack for free on me. Of course, it has to be of equal or lesser value of the most expensive choice that you make of the ones that you purchase. But I would love to gift you with that 4th set of paper. Okay, without further ado, no more sales ads. Let's just get started. For my card today, I've already done the pre-cutting so that I can make it quicker, but I'm using a Garden Green Cardstock background. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Then I'm going to use a layer of 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then I'm going to top that off with a piece of designer series paper that is from the Tis the Season 4x6 designer series paper, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 pieces together here. This is some of the happiest, most festive paper. Now this is not necessarily festive. You could use this anytime around, but it's elegant and pretty. And so I want to use the garden green color rather than these fun candy canes, but they would make a really cute project. I'm going to make sure that my corners are lined up and I have equal spacing. Like that. Then I'm going to do some stamping. Now I've already cut a piece of Whisper White using my Stitched So Sweetly frame. This is the largest one. I love the little scallops and the stitching that goes around it. Let me bring in a piece of scrap paper just in case I don't want to get off on my counter or my tabletop. I'm going to use Garden Green ink, and for a stamp this large, I like to place it stamp side up and then just ink the stamp in this way. This is a large enough stamp that I'm just going to kind of hold it there for a second and make sure. There we go. Very pretty. Now I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And I want to give enough space that I can put my ribbon right in here. So I'm just going to put it right about here because I also want to put my sentiment down here. I think I'll move it over just a tad, just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to bring in my silver metallic edged ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around the front and secure it in the back. So I'm going to put this in place right about here, just so that I know where it should go, because I want it to be halfway between, so that I have the equal amount of designer series paper showing. And I'm just going to pick it up, flip it over, put my glue dot in place, and then I'm going to grab another one. Did you guys, if you have these glue dots, did you realize that the glue dots are on here rather than on the ring now? I just figured that out recently. I'm like, where are they? And they were on the paper. Okay, and then I will make sure that it's even across the front. Bring it over and just secure it on that glue dot and then trim it. Then I'm going to bring in another glue dot. I'm going to pull my ribbon in through here, and then I'm just going to secure that ribbon in place. That will make it a lot easier to tie my bow. Then I'm just going to come across like this, and then okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to emboss my sentiment. I cut out a piece of Garden Green using the Tasteful Labels dies, and I came out with this. Very pretty. Now I'm going to use my embossing buddy and just lightly go over it, because I want to make sure there's no static that would cause the embossing powder to stick in places that it shouldn't. Then I'm using Versamark ink, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment. Then I'm going to bring in a coffee filter and white embossing powder. I'm just going to put all over the top. Make sure that you read the top of it, and know that it is white rather than clear, because I just did a whole label with clear and it didn't show up enough. So okay, the reason I use a coffee filter is that I can pinch it and just pour it right back into the little pot of embossing powder. Next, I'm bringing in a pair of reverse tweezers. When you pinch this one, it opens and then it just will clasp. And I'm doing this because this heat gun can get a little bit warm. I've already preheated the heat gun, so it will make it super easy to start setting this in place. And I will fast forward with it. Okay, so you'll notice that this is a little bit, it's a little bit wide, a little bit thick here for it. It just doesn't quite look right. So what I did was I brought in my mini trimmer, and for this card, you'll see I wanted the stitching, but I didn't need that other part on the top and bottom. So I'm bringing in my mini trimmer, and I'm just going to line up where that indentation is that circles around. I'm just going to trim it off. I'm going to do the same here. And look at that. I've got it looking completely different. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back. And then the last thing I will do is to decorate my card. So I'm using the Clear Rhinestones. I'm going to put a larger one at the top. Okay, I said it was the last thing I was going to do, embellishing, but actually the last thing I'm going to do is put it on my card front or card base. There we go. And I'll decorate the inside at a later time, but I just wanted to show you how pretty that is. Aren't they just beautiful cards? I think I need to trim that one a little bit, but aren't they just beautiful? and really quite easy to do. Just beautiful. You can see this has a little bit more of an elegant background. This to me looks almost like wallpaper. A really pretty wallpaper, but it's festive and they're both just gorgeous. Okay, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've not already, please hit subscribe and ring the bell. And if you'd like to know more information about the online card class with Christmas cards, where you get to make 20 cards with my kit, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Bye.